Hey everybody, it's ZM and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild using Amiibo only. And well, that might be the last time you'll hear me saying that, as in this one, we're going to be making our way to Hyrule Castle, as Calamity Ganon awaits. Since we managed to complete all 4 Divine Beasts and bring them back to Hyrule's side, they will aid us in this final mission to complete this Amiibo challenge. So, let's go ahead and make our way to Hyrule Castle, and we're going to use the Wind Bomb technique for a little bit of, speed, and by that I mean a lot of speed. Like, wow, we are covering insane distance. But I'm actually not making my way to Hyrule Castle from here, even though it is kind of possible with the Wind Bomb technique. I actually want to make my way to one quick pit stop before we end off the game. And that is, well, there's one shrine I want to take on to be my final shrine, as I feel like it will really fit for the final shrine before I complete this playthrough. Even though I haven't taken on every shrine within the game, I feel like it would be a nice thing to end off with this one shrine. And that shrine is actually located, let's open up the map, all the way over here, I want to say. So I just want to make sure I'm angled perfectly to where when I jump and pick up speed again with the Wind Bomb technique, I'll make my way to that destination. And yeah, it should be really fast, especially compared to my original playthrough where this was not at all the plan. Like, to me, this is so hilarious. It does feel like I'm glitching the game, but I'm really not. I'm just traveling really fast in the air, and, this is an open air game, so it's a common thing, you could say. But okay, we might have to do it one more time to pick up more air, as this is a very far distance. Okay, there we go, and let me actually eat stamina in midair so I can keep this going. That is also something so OP that makes traveling in the air way too easy, because you can just pause and consume any kind of food that will give you more stamina and then continue without stopping. It is so OP, it's insane. But okay, there we go. Wow, yeah, again, within seconds, we managed to reach our destination, and that is the Forgotten Temple. This temple, the reason why I feel like it's the best thing, the best shrine to take on last is because it is a very hidden shrine. It looks really cool getting to, and it holds very special lore, This shrine is probably where the statue of the goddess that was in Skyloft fell in the sacred grounds and remained throughout Hyrule for all these years, over 10,000 of years, like for so long, and this is probably what was left of it. Well, it's hard to believe that because Nintendo put so many years in between the Zelda games. I want to believe that, it's what we can make of it, because it does look like this is what could have been what was left from the sealed grounds in Skyward Sword. But okay, well, I could use the Wind Bomb technique here as well. I'm just going to go ahead and, enjoy the view. I cannot deny that this place looks so amazing. It's the only, underground area within Breath of the Wild, if you want to consider it that. At least, the ceiling is covered. But okay, well, okay, I made it. Phew! With the perfect amount of stamina left. But yeah, this place just, it seems so special to me, and I really hope Breath of the Wild 2, the sequel, starts to add more underground areas like this that are, hidden away and feel really secretive to find and just oh so special. But okay, let's go ahead and take on the shrine, get one last Spirit Orb, and then upgrade ourselves one last time before we end off the game. So let's do this. And yes, it is a blessing shrine, as the real challenge was just reaching the shrine itself. So luckily we can easily pick this up and then continue on. And sadly I can't actually get the item within this chest. I do believe it would have been like an elemental weapon or something decent, but I don't even know. Who cares? Let's just go ahead and pick up the Spirit Orb, which luckily will be our 8th Spirit Orb, as we are currently holding 7. So with that, we'll be able to upgrade our stamina and hearts at least one more time before this final battle. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. And well, we are actually at the perfect spot to upgrade with the Spirit Orbs, as yes, the goddess statue that I want to make my way to will be the final goddess statue we pray to. Maybe the first one ever created throughout Hyrule's history. And yeah, it's here. We're gonna go ahead and pray to it twice. One for the stamina wheel, because I do want to have at least 2 complete wheels. It's, kind of annoying seeing that little chunk missing from the second wheel. Even though you can have a third one, I'll stop there. I feel like that's enough stamina for this playthrough. And then we just can have one more heart, you know, just put that to use so the stamina wheel doesn't look weird with the little quarter of a chunk extra on the third wheel. I'd rather just stop at 2. So, okay, give me that heart container. And yeah, great place to kind of end off using spirit orbs, right? You know, the final goddess statue looks so amazing. But okay, now we have one last task ahead of us before we consider the final boss. And well, with this being an Amiibo challenge, we gotta do one last, you guys know what it is. Yes, go ahead and pull it out. Amiibo time! Yes, we're gonna do one last Amiibo time as, I want to be able to get all of the items I wasn't able to get throughout this playthrough. And what I mean by that is a decent sword, shield, and bow that will actually help us throughout the final battle. So these items will be the gear we use throughout the final battle, and they are my favorite Amiibo items. So let's do this! Alright, and there we go, the Begoron sword. This, along with the Sword of the Six Sages, which I've actually gotten before throughout this playthrough, are my favorite 2 swords from the game. For those who already know, I love two-handed weapons in every game, not just this game, so yeah, I absolutely adore these swords, and I'm so happy I got the Begoron sword. So with that, we're gonna put this to use in the final battle, though I may try to get myself a second Sword of the Six Sages as well, just in case this one breaks, because, you know, even though the Begoron sword shouldn't break, it can. And there we go. Okay, it took some time, but there we go. We got a second Sword of the Six Sages. This is Ganondorf's sword from Twilight Princess. And while I've used one throughout this playthrough already, I want to have a backup one just in case that Begoron sword breaks. But yeah, they both should last a good while, especially the Begoron sword. But again, if you played Ocarina of Time, you'd know it's meant to never break. Sadly, with it being an Amiibo item, it will, even if it has durability plus. But man, I love the way it looks. It looks so epic, and I'm really excited to actually put it to use. I had to get this weapon before I ended this challenge. Amiibo! Now that we have the swords, we needed a good shield, and well, the hero shield is probably the best shield you can get through an Amiibo. I mean, yeah, look at how powerful this is, and the durability, and the way it looks. I mean, it has a Triforce on it, it's royal, it's from the Wind Waker, I love it, or from Minish Cap, because I feel like that's what it's really referenced from. You get it from the Toon Zelda Amiibo, and Toon Zelda gives it to you in Minish Cap, but whatever, let's continue. Amiibo! Alright, and the final and most important Amiibo item we need to get for this is the Twilight Bow. This is also very time consuming to get, but with the Twilight Princess Amiibo, I was able to get this, and now we can actually put this to use in the final battle. I don't even have to use the Bow of Light Zelda will give me. And since this is an Amiibo challenge, I want to make sure I only use weapons I get through Amiibo. So guess what? We're going to finish this whole playthrough with only these Amiibo items. Now I look completely decked out. The Twilight Bow, the Begoron Sword, the Hero Shield, and my Twilight Tunic. I'm loving it. But okay, with all of this said and done, I'm just going to use the rest of my Amiibo real quick, because it took me forever to grind these weapons, and we're going to finish up Amiibo time. Okay, I don't really care what items I was getting with the rest of the Amiibo. It's just those 4. It took almost an hour to farm. I had to keep resetting my file, just like reloading the last save and attempting to get it. But with all of that done, let me go ahead and make some food just to make sure I'm fully prepared, because I got a bunch of fruit from the Amiibo, and then we'll make our way to Hyrule Castle. Now, too bad it's raining. I don't know why I chose Kakariko Village to cook. I just need to pick any place that had, you know, a pot. But okay, let's just go ahead and quickly sleep. I guess what I can do, since I am going to blast myself maybe one more time with the wind bomb technique, and that does take a heart, I'll go ahead and sleep and use the soft bed, which only gives you 1 yellow heart. That way, you know, it seems kind of fair. I'm only using my red hearts against Calamity Ganon, though I'll make some additional food as well, just in case. I do want to give myself the challenge with only using the Amiibo items and not much food against him, but we'll see. So, now that I've slept and got the 1 yellow heart that will, you know, shield me from one last wind bomb technique, let's go ahead and quickly cook. Though with the Bow of Light that you get, the Twilight Bow, you have infinite light arrows until it breaks, just like the actual Bow of Light. It's so amazing. I'm so glad Nintendo incorporated it within the game, and that it can be used against the final boss, just like the Bow of Light. it is absolutely amazing that you can do that, and really cool that throughout this Amiibo challenge, I will literally only use Amiibo for the final boss. So I'm really excited for that. But okay, let's go ahead and cook. I'm gonna just cook a bunch of hearty food, a bunch of backup food. I'm planning not to necessarily use it, but just in case, because we don't know how this might go. Alright, and I think that about does it. I made a bunch of hearty food and some mighty food, as I feel like I might actually really need that against Calamity Ganon, so I don't break all my weapons trying to kill him. So, with that said and done, we got the food, we got the weapons. Now, let's head to Hyrule Castle and do this. Okay, so this is the closest shrine we have to Hyrule Castle, and it's the perfect area. I'm just gonna quickly wind bomb my way in, but actually, wait. Now, while you can't take Wolf Link with you in Hyrule Castle, I'm gonna just summon him because I feel bad. You know, I'm wearing my Twilight Princess outfit. I barely used him throughout this playthrough, so let me just summon him one last time, even though he's probably gonna despawn within 2 seconds. So, let's see, can you actually climb up here? Oh, you can, nice, okay. So, it's nice and bright, but sorry buddy, I know you're with me here, but I'm gonna go ahead and use Rivali's Gale, and well, just kind of launch myself into Hyrule Castle. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, here we go! Alright, this is the, ooh, and perfect. Urbosa's Fury is ready. Look at that! Wolf Link did return to his world. It's not like you can use the Wolf Link Amiibo in Hyrule Castle, so I wasn't really planning to make use of him. I just wanted to summon him and see what happened. But okay, there we go. That was absolutely hilarious how quickly we went into Hyrule Castle. And now we get the cutscene. This cutscene is supposed to play whether you manage to get past the moat and land on Hyrule Castle, or the first few steps in front of the actual gate of Hyrule Castle. So usually the game expects you to walk in front of the gate and then it plays this cutscene. As you can see the gate, and yeah, we're supposed to be opening it up and entering it, but no, we managed just to sneak our way in, and now the cutscene played. But alright, so here we go. This is where things are going to get challenging, but also exciting, because now it's like this is the final level. We just have to make our way to the top, ignore these guardians, and I just realized I might not have any Rivali Gale charges, which may be a problem here, but also kind of exciting, because then maybe I have to climb this the natural way, you know? Just without, yeah, okay, I don't have any. So it's fine. This is doable. I've actually done this many times before. It's really easy to scale Hyrule Castle without actually entering it. And let me not get too cocky and actually eat. Okay, there we go. Now let's just push ourselves over here. Avoid these guardians. And I'm just going to keep climbing. Okay, I could rest here. Not bad. And now let's continue this climb. This is so epic. I mean, the real challenge in Hyrule Castle is just scaling it and avoiding all the malice that's everywhere. But it's super straightforward. Like, and compared to a Divine Beast, this is nothing, because you can literally avoid everything. And if you do have Rivali's Gale, especially all 3 charges ready to go, you could just jump higher and higher and immediately make it within seconds. But I think it'd be fun to kind of show you guys how to do it without Rivali's Gale. So let's go ahead and make our way around here. I don't want to enter there because the gates do shut and you have to fight a Lionel, but you can always climb out the window, so it's not like that matters too much. But okay, still, it's really, really epic to kind of just traverse Hyrule Castle, and the music, everything about it. But okay, so normally what I would do now is I would make my way to that waterfall over there, and then swim up it, but I don't want to use Zora's armor. Thing is, I've had to use it throughout the story playthrough, but I said I wasn't going to use it because it's not an Amiibo item if I don't need to use it. So let's go around. Okay, normally I would go the other way, but actually there's a river here. Let's see if we can find something to climb instead of the river. Because, okay, right here, and Rivali's Gale's ready, shut up, I'm not using you. So right here, I could have just pulled out the Zora armor, swam up, and just easily cut a good part of this. But let's go ahead and attempt to climb the side of this, and then just make our way even higher from here. So, okay, that's a lot of malice. Okay, we can make our way across this, you know, water by just using the rune here. So, come on, I might need a second one, because the water will literally push me down if I don't land on it. There we go, okay. So let's be quick so we don't get targeted by the Guardian. There we go, nice. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without getting hit. Okay, I don't want to run into the malice. So, Let me just, yeah, get around it like this. And then let's, okay, just climb up. I believe this is it. This should be the final stretch to Calamity Ganon. And let me not get too cocky because I'm going to need some stamina here. All right, let's just fill her up. And then this is it. This is the final climb. So, come on, we got this. I believe I can do it without eating anymore, right? Come on, Link. And here it is. I love how the sky gets so orange as you head up to the final level of Hyrule Castle. But there we go. We have reached it. There is a Scout Guardian, you know, flying in the way. I should be able to... I can't avoid that. It's too fast. Okay, we'll just use Daruk's protection right before it hits me. Alright, whatever. At least, you know, we're putting these champion abilities to use. So, alright, we have finally made it to the final battle. That was really easy. But now I'm excited to put these Amiibo weapons to the test and take on Calamity Ganon. So, I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead and enter the Sanctum and do this once and for all. Now, I'll be honest, I never really found this final boss to be that satisfying, even compared to previous games within the series. But I still enjoy it, because again, you can take on this boss at any point within the game. So, to me, that's really exciting, because you could always come when you're very unprepared, and get a much harder challenge than when you do complete everything. Because, yeah, when you 100% the game, it's meant to be a joke. Especially with the Master Sword and everything with you. But I do like that we have a completely different set of weapons. I'll be honest, even if I had the Master Sword, I'd probably use the Begoron Sword. It's always been my favorite weapon within the Zelda series. So, yeah, here we go. It has hatched. And now we fall. I'll be honest, I do love, though, the atmosphere of this. It's very dark. It doesn't really feel like Zelda at first. I mean, now it does, but I get a much more different vibe, especially the first time I took on Calamity Ganon. It being a screeching, you know, crazy beast that looks nothing like Ganon and just wants destruction. But I do find it cool how it does use Sheikah tech, proving that the Sheikah... everything backfired from, you know, Calamity Ganon corrupting the Guardians, but also to Calamity Ganon using Sheikah tech for the blight forms of himself, along with the Divine Beasts and everything. So really the Sheikah tech being corrupted by Ganondorf's virus, you could say, you know, the malice, is really what messed up everything. And that's why I'm excited, and I hope Breath of the Wild sequel gets rid of all the Sheikah tech for Calamity Ganon and has him this true form. But okay, yeah, here we go. You know, we started off here in the episode, right by Ba Meadow, and now we got to see them all. It's so satisfying to see this cutscene. Because, you know, especially after, you know, completing every Divine Beast, it does feel pretty rewarding to see all the champions finally help with this final push against Calamity Ganon. So, you know, even though they are dead, they are significant throughout the story. But, again, I kind of wish Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity would have established on the story a lot better and really gave us the Age of Calamity instead of a non-canonical, you know, second take, a what if, you could say, you know, if they all succeeded. But okay, take this Calamity Ganon. It's so satisfying. Also, I always feel like I have to call him Calamity Ganon because he's not Ganon in my books. As mentioned, he's some weird Sheikah tech of destruction. He's not Ganondorf or Ganon. So I'm really excited. I really do hope Breath of the Wild 2 actually gives us that. And I mean, we saw his body, so we know we're getting something like that. But okay, this, though, is the body of Calamity Ganon, and, well, we're gonna go ahead and dispose of him with the Begoron Sword. So, this is where Link would have taken out his Master Sword, but since I don't have it, he just, like, clenches his fists. That's pretty funny. But okay, here we go, and I already missed a Flurry Rush. I had a free Flurry Rush attempt. Okay, avoid that. What was that? And get one here. Nice. Alright, we're gonna have to rely on these a lot because I want to make sure to put these items to use, you know, it being the Begoron Sword, but I don't really want to use too much of the Twilight Bow, but I'm only going to be using that versus him, and obviously with the Hero Shield. So let's see how this goes. Alright, let me put in my sword, and then, come on, nice! I didn't have to waste Daruk's protection there. And now let's go ham. I might just end up using Urbosa's Fury all 3 times so I can get to the second phase and just, you know, start going ham on damage. So, okay, not bad. I'm still doing very little damage, even for the Begoron Sword and Urbosa's Fury. It's almost insane. But okay, let's just keep going through it and slam. Really? We're not on the last phase? That's weird. Because this is where he would turn orange and become immune to all attacks. Come on. Okay, let me hit him with the bow. There. Okay, literally, it was 1 small hit left. Okay, perfect. Not bad. Now, this is where things get tough. Luckily, if we can just parry his attacks and flurry rush him, it should be very, very straightforward. So, okay. What is that attack? That's such a weak attack. But okay, come on, Link. Yes. We flurry rushed again. Now, just hit him. Oh my god, the damage is so little. Every flurry rush barely does anything. Okay, just avoid that. Let's see, what else do you got? Okay, come on, I can do it now. I'm so rusty with the flurry rush in a back jump instead of a side jump. But okay, there we go. I believe Daruk was the one who avoided that attack for me, as I think I missed with my parry timing. But okay, avoid that. Now, come on. Huh, okay, nice. That gives us a window of attacking even if Daruk prevents him, but I didn't really get a chance to jump back and avoid that. Okay, so let's see what we can do next. I mean, I believe all we need to do now is parry his beams, and we should be able to kill him. Okay, here we go. Come on, I got this, and I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna die. Nice. Phew. All right, go in. Normally, I would use Stasis Plus to freeze him longer, but since we don't have that, and I'm doing so little damage, I just need to eat more food. Eat, like, yeah, mighty food. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm seeing some damage, you know, kick in. Not bad. All right. I believe we're one last knockdown away from doing this. So, come on. Just take out your beam, dude. I know that's what you want to do. Okay, then maybe this time. Nice. Okay, we probably won't kill him here because the flurry rush just does very little, but one last good attack, avoid that. Wow, he doesn't really give you much room to avoid that if you don't backflip. But come on, we got this with the hero shield. Oh, okay, don't break on me. This is the only shield I want to use throughout this. Come on, one parry, yes, okay. Phew, I believe this is it. So, 1, 2, and you're done. There we go, that does that. Surprisingly a lot easier than I thought. I thought this might have been difficult, but no, the Begoron Sword didn't even get damaged, nor did the Hero Shield, so it was very durable for both of them, and I do believe they both had durability plus, so it did definitely help. But yeah, it really shows that Amiibo items are OP, and even if you don't have many shrines completed or anything, you can still take on Calamity Ganon with 1 shield and 1 sword from the Amiibo. And guess what? You can also take on the second phase with 1 bow from the Amiibo, which obviously you know what that's gonna be, my friend. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the final phase. The phase that I want to say people do make fun of, you know, they clown on obviously this final part of the battle being so easy, but I do believe that's the point. It's not really meant to be difficult. Maybe this was the difficult part of the battle, but the second part is just a grand, you know, ending to everything, and it really does feel that way with you know, just having Zelda encourage you on to take on Dark Beast Ganon, as we're going to do it right now, and also utilizing Hyrule Field as the battlefield, and, you know, having your horse, which luckily we have Epona, the perfect horse for this battle, to guide us. So I find this really cool. But okay, and it's funny, if you don't have a horse, they'll give you a default horse, just in case, because you have to have a horse throughout this battle, or it's like virtually impossible. It'd be really hard to run around Ganon. He is so big. So I mean, yeah, admiring like the technical standpoint and just like a way to be a finale, it's a good final boss. But yeah, if you're looking for a challenge, it's pretty disappointing. I'm just talking over Zelda, I don't care. But here we go, yes, Dark Beast Ganon, it's time. Hatred and malice incarnate. it looks amazing. But yeah, too bad it's too easy. But here we go. Okay, this is what I was most excited to kind of shift. And what I mean by that is we're not going to use the Bow of Light Zelda is bestowing upon us. Screw that. We don't need this. It's funny because this is supposed to be the key item to take on Dark Beast Ganon. But if you do have the Master Sword, you could use that in this final battle. But since we don't, we're going to be using the Amiibo bow that references this Bow of Light. Obviously, this Bow of Light is meant to be the Twilight Bow from Twilight Princess, but, you know, just over time, a different version, you know, with a different reincarnation of Zelda. So, obviously, it looks different, but it does the same thing it's supposed to do, and that is use the light of the goddess to pretty much take out Dark Beast Ganon. So, okay, we just gotta wait for the seals to open up, but I'm really excited to put this bow to use. I remember the first time I figured out that you could do that, I was really just blown away that Nintendo did put that kind of level of detail into the game. Even though it should have made sense immediately when getting the bow, because then you notice you can't use normal arrows with this bow. You can only use light arrows just like the Bow of Light. But okay, here's our chance. Let's go ahead and put it to use. Yep, the Twilight Bow with the Twilight Princess hero. As you know, we are dressed in the attire to fit. Sadly, I can't use the Highland Shield, and too bad they don't give you like the Ordon Shield through an Amiibo drop. I would have used that over the Hero Shield if, you know, you could get it, but yeah, too bad you can't. I wonder if the Amiibo drops will be of use in the sequel. I really hope they do, even though I hate that you can only get these legendary outfits and weapons through Amiibo. I hope they carry on at least in the second game, like, you know, they don't remove them entirely or anything. But it's cool that you can see the Bow of Light still waiting. But okay, finally, Zelda has opened up Ganondorf's, or, you know, Dark Beast Ganon's weakness. And we can just go ham. Yeah, just seeing that bow. I'm gonna avoid it though. You know, got to, right? But alright. Screw that. Alright, last one. And it's in his underbelly. Really weird one, but it's still epic. Again, with how huge he is, it is insane how this battle is. But, you know, as someone who absolutely loves Shadow of the Colossus, I would have liked to actually have to climb Dark Beast Ganon. Obviously, he's all malice, so it won't work. Link would just die attempting to climb in. But it would have been cool if Zelda had a light pathway that you could climb, and then you reach his forehead and then stab him or something instead of this. But this still works. Again, like I said, it's the atmosphere. Look at this, the music, the color, like it's the blood moon's coming up. Here we go. Up where? We already know what it is. Yes, the eye. And well, let's wait for it. Zelda will tell us. There we go. Do it, Link. I like how she interrupts herself to then say it when you jump, because she, like, it's really cool how the game wants her to say it the second you shoot it, so it really feels like she is guiding you. But yeah, there we go. It looks like she came out of his forehead. But yeah, Super Saiyan Zelda in action. You know, she has a Super Saiyan aura. She is blonde, so it works. I can't help but think of Zelda as a Super Saiyan right here. And then she uses the ultimate Kai Blast. Not a Kamehameha wave. I don't know what this, the Divine Goddess, I don't know, canon, I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. But whatever this is, so satisfying to see. I guess he gets sealed, but it looks like he gets he just evaporates and dies. And I love the way Dragon Ganon Malice looks. Like, this dragon form of the Malice Ganon does look amazing. But yeah, too bad you never really interact with it. You only see it when it's at Hyrule Castle, but you never really deal with this form. I guess it's the only time Zelda deals with it. Yeah, I mean, this blast looks insane. It literally looks like it must have completely killed Ganon's spirit here, but it doesn't make any sense, as the dude looks like he just disappeared to some alternate dimension. He's like in the Shadow Realm now. So destroy Ganon. I do like how they actually show you the quest being completed. It is pretty satisfying, because that is the quest you see when you really start the game, destroy Ganon, and it feels so grand. So seeing it say completed, it's pretty nice. But
I've been keeping watch over you all this time.
I can't stand how Zelda's voice always sounds
I've
depressing,
witnessed your struggles to return
even
to us,
after.
as well as your trials in battle.
Like, she doesn't look like she would
I
sound
always
this depressing. She looks like
No.
she would be, you know, a bit
I always believed
chipper. I don't know. She
that you would
sounds
find a
way
way
too
to
depressing in
defeat
this game, and I don't know if
You
it's
never lost faith in me
what
all these
Nintendo
many
wanted her to
years.
sound like, because in the Japanese version she doesn't, but
Thank you.
yeah, I just don't like her English voice. I hope
The hero of
if it's the
Hyrule.
same English voice in the sequel,
May I ask,
it's
do you really
less
remember
depressing.
me?
Like, do you really remember me? Like, chill, Zelda, just chill. We did it. Relax. Look at Link. He's not even phased. Dude just staring like, what? What's going on? Did we just, slay Ganon? But alright, so I skipped the credits so we can watch this final cutscene, as this cutscene will only play out, or at least the very end of this cutscene will only play out if you completed all 4 divine beasts, and that is here, seeing the spirits that you saved look back at you. I find it really cool, but if you don't complete all the shrines within the game, you won't get another special cutscene, it being where Link and Zelda head to Varuta in order to help repair it, and that's, how we imagine Breath of the Wild sequel maybe starting. It probably won't now that we've seen of it, but regardless, that's how their adventure starts later on. But there we go. This is the last cutscene we're getting, because we didn't do all 120 shrines, so this is like the hidden ending for the people who completed all of the divine beasts. I mean, it would still be the same ending, just without the spirits. So, the end, guys. And thank you all so much for watching this playthrough. This marks the end. I'm sorry it was so inconsistent in uploading, especially with how little episodes there were in total. But now that the series is completed, I will be doing a new series, and I won't be as inconsistent with that one. So, I hope you are looking forward to that and all the other content I have to offer. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I've been ZM, and I'll see you all in the next one.